Hey there. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everyone. You know what time it is. Come on in. It is Transformational Tuesday. I am so super excited to be on live with you today for this Transformational Tuesday. Again, we've agreed to transform our lives into something amazing. At the beginning of the year, we made a commitment to bring about positive transformation in our lives. And I'm so super excited about that. So come on in. If you're on live with me, hey, over there on Periscope. If you're on live with me today, let me know. Give me some hearts, some thumbs up, or just drop in and say, hey, and let me know that you're on with me today for Transformational Tuesday. I'm kind of losing my voice just a tad bit. A little squeaky here, but hey, I'm still committed to come on and let's have a quick conversation on this evening. Hey, Terrence. Hey, Lauren. How are you? Come on in, everybody. So super excited to be on live with you today. Hey, over there on Periscope, thank you for joining. Come on in. Go ahead and like, tag, and share the broadcast on today for this Transformational Tuesday. I'm going to go ahead and invite some of our friends to join us today for Transformational Tuesday, and I hope that you would do the same. Go ahead and invite somebody to join the broadcast on today. So let me know, how is your day going? How is your week going? We're at Tuesday already in the week. I hope that you have had a productive week so far, a positive week. Tell me about any wins or successes that you've experienced. Maybe you've recently gone on vacation or something exciting that's going on in your life. I want to hear about it. I want to celebrate with you. And we're going to kind of talk about that today, the whole celebrating thing. So come on in, everybody. Again, so super excited to be on live with you today. Now, as I am inviting some more friends to join us, let me take just a moment to introduce myself to those who may not be familiar with me. My name is Tammy Durden, international speaker, author, and image coach. And what professional women, female entrepreneurs, and women in ministry hire me to do is to help them push past setbacks and stagnancy, to identify their authentic style and transform their image into something amazing. Because how many of you know how you show up in the world matters? How you show up matters. That's your inner image, your outer image. You only get one chance for a first impression. So you want to make sure it counts. You want to make sure that you are presenting yourself to the world as your highest and best self. Another thing that you may not know about me, hey, over there on Periscope, you may not know about me is I am executive director and founder of Tammy Durden Ministries International. We are a global women's empowerment ministry. And what we help women to do is to push past setbacks, overcome challenges, and we propel them forward to their divine destiny. Now, with that being said, I want to personally invite you to our annual Tammy Durden Ministries International, our annual Get Up, Dust Yourself Off and Win Women's Empowerment Conference, where this year we are inviting men into our space. I'm so super excited. We are creating the worthiness experience. And so we're at the conference, we're going to be talking about worthiness in business, charging your worth. We're going to talk about worthiness in relationships and dating and marriage and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know about you, but I know a lot of single men, a lot of single women. The ladies are wondering where the quality men. The men are frustrated and trying to figure out where is their wife, and so all of that stuff. So we have an amazing panel of relationship experts that will be with us on October the 5th in Houston, Texas. So you want to be sure to go to getupandwin.com and grab your early bird tickets. We still have a few more days on early bird tickets. Getupandwin.com. If you're not in the Houston area, join us virtually. You can enjoy the entire conference virtually online. And again, go to getupandwin.com and grab your virtual ticket. Maybe you want to be one of our sponsors. We have different sponsorship levels all the way from gold, silver, bronze, and platinum. If you want to support our women's ministry, be a blessing to someone else, our spotlight organization that we're sponsoring this year at the conference is the Mission of Yahweh, and it's a transitional home for women and children. And so part of that sponsorship will pay for a table of 8 of those women that will be joining us at the conference. So again, go to getupandwin.com, grab your tickets. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. If you've been looking for answers and solutions to your dating, maybe you've tried the dating services, or maybe you're just getting back on the dating scene, or you're married and you're ready to spice up your marriage, go to getupandwin.com. Join us on October 5th in Houston, Texas, live or virtually, and it's going to absolutely be life-changing. Hey, let's see who else has joined us on today. Hey, Warren B. Perry, thank you so much for jumping on. Hi, Bessie, how are you? Tiffany, I've been missing you. Where have you been? Hey, thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Hey, LaDon, thank you for jumping on, sis. Ron Hunt. Oh my God. Hey, Ron. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hey, Cecil. Thank you for jumping on. Charlotte French. I want to see you, classmate, at the conference. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. January Stone. I appreciate you. Thank you for jumping on. Hey, Tanya. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Hey, Sharice. Thank you for joining us on this evening. Miranda. Hey, Miranda. Thank you for joining. I was about to text you, Miranda, on my way home. I'm still going to text you. So, hey, thank you so much for joining. I'm so super excited to be on with you today. So let's have a conversation on this evening. Let's talk about it. So today we're going to talk about celebrate or tolerate. Celebrate or tolerate. Hey, over there on Periscope. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Celebrate or tolerate. Oftentimes in life, when we are moving from where we are to where we want to be, we begin to experience some successes in life. Hey, Adrian. Hey, woman of God. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. So from getting from where we are to where we want to be, we began to experience certain accomplishments. We began to go higher and go greater, right? And so in that time and in that season of our lives, who we surround ourselves with is critical. Critical. Hey, Crystal, thank you for joining. It's critical who we surround ourselves with, because we want to surround ourselves with people that celebrate us and not just tolerate us, right? Sometimes everybody with you is not for you. Sometimes they may clap in your face and have the knife behind your back. And so that's where discernment comes into play, and asking God for discernment of who really needs to be in your circle. As a matter of fact, I'll pose this question to you. When was the last time you did a circle check? When was the last time that you really looked around and see who's in your immediate circle? Because it's those people in your immediate circle that have influence over your life. Hey, thank you so much for joining on Periscope. Those people actually have influence over your life, whether you want to admit it or not, whether you're the leader of the pack, whether you're the most popular one in the group. You are the sum total of the people you surround yourself with. And so when this happens, and as we're on the road to our destiny, as we are redefining, rebuilding, restructuring ourselves and our lives, we want to make sure that we surround ourselves with people that celebrate us. We shouldn't always be the one that's cheering everybody else on. That's right. So we should be surrounded by people. Not only are we cheering them on, but they're cheering us on. And so in my ministry team, we always start off our meeting. Let's talk about our wins and successes. What wins did you have? What did you do in your business? How can we support you? And so you want to be able to surround yourself with people that are not jealous of you, that are not hating on you. And you really know, because you really know in your heart when something's quite not right, little negative comments that people may make, little things they may say under their breath, all of those types of things. Be watchful and be mindful of that, because again, we don't want to have that negative spirit, that negative energy surrounding us when you're going from where you are to where you want to be. And so you want to surround yourself with people that celebrate you. And now we're not saying that, oh, they got to worship the ground you lay on. We're not talking about all of that. But you want to be around positive people that truly have your best interest at heart, people that have your back, people that right now from where you are, because you're moving higher and you're going up, right? And so as you move up, you want to build a solid community of people that really have your best interest at heart, that really support you, that genuinely and authentically, without a doubt, you don't have to second guess if you're not around. You don't have to second guess if some words come back to you that somebody said that this about you, that's about you, because you know that person's character, because you know who you surround yourself with. So it's in this time, before you get to the top, you want to make sure that you surround yourself with people that celebrate you and not tolerate you. So for some of us, it may be time to do a circle check. Hey, Cassius, thank you so much for joining. It may be time to do a circle check. Who's in your circle? Are they really celebrating you? Are they really supporting you? Are they really positive about what you're doing? Do they really believe in you? Can you confide in them and not to expect to hear it somewhere else? Who's in your circle? Hey, Brenda, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Xavier, we're talking about celebrate or tolerate. Who's in your circle? Are they people that celebrate you or just tolerate you? So we've been talking about celebrate. Who's gonna do a circle check tonight? Who's gonna reevaluate that thing and be like, you know what? It's August. I still got some goals and dreams I want to accomplish. Let me make sure I'm rolling with the right people. Let me make sure I'm in the right environment. Let me make sure that I keep staying in a positive atmosphere. Let me make sure that I'm with people that authentically care about me and have my back, right? And so people that celebrate you. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, now if that's you, if you're going to do a circle check coming up, I want you to type in the comments, say me, say me, say me. So that's celebrate. Then on the opposite end of the spectrum is tolerate. Are there people in your lives that are just tolerating you? Just putting up with you? They see that you're doing certain things. They see that you have a happy marriage. They see that you're in relationships now. They see that you're being promoted on your job. They see that you're starting the business. But are they just tolerating you? Are they just in your presence? And you know when somebody's just tolerating you. They have the attitude that like they don't want to be bothered. Or some people just tolerate you for what they can get from you. So you have to be careful about that. As you're excelling in life, as you're moving up the ranks and being promoted on your job, your business, marriage, life, or whatever it is, sometimes people will just tolerate you in their presence for what they can get from you, right? They really don't care about you as a person. They really don't care genuinely care about your success. But as a part of association, they know if they're associated with you, there are certain benefits that come with that package. And so you want to make sure they're not just friends with you so they can ride on the boat. You want to make sure that they're not just friends with you so they can get onto certain platforms, do certain events, so they can, whatever it is, right? So that they can meet certain people you're connected to, or get the hookup for whatever reason. So you want to make sure that people are not just tolerating you, right? Because the fact of the matter, sometimes people don't even like you, but they'll tolerate you in their presence just so they know what they can get from you, right? And so we want to make sure that we check the circle. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Samuel. Hey, Latasha. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, absolutely, sis. That's absolutely true. It's an ugly truth, but it's absolutely true. And so we want to make sure that as we're growing, as we're expanding. Now, first of all, you've got to know that you're worthy enough. You're worthy enough to not settle for being around people that just tolerate you. Sometimes if we don't know our worth, if we don't know our value as a person, if we don't recognize what we bring to the table, we will just settle for keeping people around us or staying around people that just tolerate us. But when you know your worth, when you know who you really are, when you know what you bring to the table, when you know what value you add, you don't have to be invited to certain circles. You don't have to be invited to be on certain platforms. At work, you don't have to be invited to certain meetings or get-togethers and all of that kind of stuff. That's okay, because what I've learned is when I don't get the invitation, that means I'm not supposed to be there. I don't take it personally. You don't take it personally, because obviously those are not the people in your circle that you should be surrounded with. Those are not the people that are celebrating you. Maybe they're just tolerating you. And so we've got to know our worth. We've got to stand in our truth. We've got to know who we are and be bold enough, be brass enough to stand in that no matter what. And say, I know who I am, I know my worth, and I will not settle for less. I will not settle for being treated as less. I will not settle for being just tolerated, but I know who I am. I know what I have. I know what I bring to the table. And if nobody else celebrates you, honey, celebrate yourself. Applaud yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Don't expect people to validate you. Nobody has to validate you. Nobody has to prove that, oh, now you're worthy to be in their circle or their clique or on their platform. But celebrate yourself. Celebrate the successes where you are right now. Refuse to allow people to come into your life and degrade you and demoralize you because of their own perceptions and insecurities. So you want to make sure that you surround yourself with people that celebrate you and not just tolerate you. Hey, Pamela Haynes, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Rolanda Lott, I appreciate you. Hey, Edward, thank you so much for jumping on. It's Transformational Tuesday. Today we're talking about celebrate or tolerate, making sure that you surround yourself with the right people that are celebrating you and not tolerating you. And when you know your worth, when you know your value, when you know who you are and what you bring to the table and what value you add, you won't settle for people that are just tolerating you. So that's my time for today. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. If you haven't gone to getupandwin.com to grab your tickets to the Get Up, Dust Yourself Off and Win Empowerment Conference, where men are invited this year. Again, we're going to be talking about dating, relationships, how to get your marriage back on track, how to know your worth and charge your worth in business. It is the worthiness experience. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great lunch. We're going to have a live band. And it's just going to be amazing entertainment, amazing time of information, great networking opportunity, a great opportunity to connect with other people that you don't know. And again, somebody asked me, he was like, are you doing matchmaking now? I'm not doing matchmaking now, but God has mandated me to get the information out to the singles, to the married, to let's get this relationship stuff together so that we know our worth and live the lives that God designed and created us to live. So again, go to getupandwin.com and get your early bird tickets, and I look forward to seeing you there. Now, if you're on live with me today, thank you so much for joining me live. If you're watching the replay, or maybe you're on one of my watch parties, I equally appreciate you. If you have not shared the broadcast, go ahead, like, tag, and share with somebody else. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow for Wild Wednesday. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow.